What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I have got part 3 to my 2022 reflections. Hope you guys are having a great day. So as always, I share these with you guys because I feel like it's important to just reflect on the year that you've had, just to see if there's anything that you may have missed, any moments that you wish you had, anything that you could have done better, anything that you could have done less of, any changes that you could have made to kind of bring you a little bit further than where you are right now. I just think it's really important to just kind of take a look. I wouldn't say it's looking back in the past. I would just say you are reflecting so you can prepare yourself for the upcoming year. So with these, I have another set of 6 questions that I will be answering, and feel free to jot these down so you guys can ask yourselves these questions and just kind of see where you are in your life. And feel free to share this with other people as well. This is part 3, so there are 2 other videos that I have done already with a couple of sets of different questions. So question number 1 for today: if you could relive one day exactly how it happened, which day would that be? Um, hmm. I would say going to New York to see the Christmas tree lighting, but that day did not work out the way that I thought it did. It would have. So that's not it. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What did I even do this summer? Did I do anything this summer? Um, I don't know. I didn't do anything too crazy this year to where I'm like, oh my gosh, like had I went on vacation, it probably would have been something like that. But you know what? I did go to the beach this year. And it was just really nice. Like, to me, the beach is just a place where I feel like everything just kind of washes away. I wish that I lived closer to a beach, because I'd be there like every weekend. I know when I was back in Connecticut, I used to, like, the beach was only like half hour from me, and even if it was cold outside, I would drive to the beach and just sit there and just literally park my car in front of the water, um, and just sit there and just allow myself to just freely think and not think and just be by myself with my thoughts. And it's so soothing to me. So if I had to relive one day exactly how it happened, it would be my beach day this summer, or one of. Question number 2: what was your biggest disappointment this year? Oh, my biggest disappointment, honestly, would probably be me getting my phone stolen in New York City when I was at Rockefeller Center for the first time in my life to see the Christmas tree lighting, and that happened to me. So that was the biggest disappointment, because there are just nasty people out there in this world, and that was just a reminder of that. So there goes that. Number 3: describe a positive habit you have developed. I have done a lot of growing. I have done a lot of growing this year. And I want to say that one positive habit that I developed, to listen more. I would honestly say that I have become I have definitely made it a habit to listen more, to understand and not respond. So yeah. Number 4: describe a negative habit that you dropped. Um, a negative habit that I dropped would be worrying too much. And I say it's not something that I just stopped doing, but it was something that I had been working on for a while, because I suffer from anxiety for a very long time. So it was almost like it became part of me to worry all the time. And on top of that, I had a lot of things happen to me a couple of years ago for a long time. And so I had to undo a lot of those things. And one of those things was worrying a lot. And so that's a habit that I definitely dropped. I don't do that anymore, because it just robs you of your happiness, and it just takes up too much space. So, yeah. Number 5: what mistake did you make this year, and what did you learn from it? Um, know if I would say that it was a mistake. I would say more so a neglect. I have to refer back to the whole getting my phone stolen in New York. Um, I'm usually pretty good at being very protective of myself and what I have on me, whether it's a purse, a wallet, or whatever. And this time around, I think I was just so caught up in the moment that when I put my phone in my purse, like I just kind of maybe swung my purse to the side or not even thought about zipping it up. And um, I would probably say that it was a neglectful moment on my end. um I feel like me getting pickpocketed was not my fault, so to speak, because it's not something that I intended to happen, of course. But I definitely learned that no matter where you are, be very mindful of your belongings and make sure that everything is zipped up and you're basically holding on to it while you're in a crowd. There goes that. And number 6, describe a challenge you overcame. Um, hmm. I wouldn't really call it too much of a challenge, but I will say that with my career now, with what I do for a living, um, being in this industry, you have to, at some point you have to start thinking outside of the box. And I know I came into this in the beginning feeling like I was just like, oh, I'm just kind of doing my own thing and I don't really know too much about anything when it comes to certain things. So I don't cover a lot of things. But this year, a challenge for me was to kind of talk about things or maybe do videos that I wouldn't normally see myself doing. One of those examples were the whole thing with Henry Cavill. It's like, I don't ever cover politics at all on my channel, let alone politics when it comes to movies and, Marvel and DC and, the whole DCEU. And I mean, I don't know the politics behind it. I am not that girl, but I did decide to talk about it from a different perspective. And I thought about stepping outside of my box and talking about it, and it got a lot of traction. And it was appreciated to hear just I don't even have to be someone who's deep into the politics of this to especially for that subject to understand how ridiculous that was. Um, and I just had an opinion on it as just a fan. I just I just felt like I had to voice my opinion. It was bothering me that much, and I was like, you know what? I feel like maybe this is something that I can incorporate, even though I may not know a lot about something. Just speaking from a logical human fan standpoint, I feel like it's worth it to give my opinion because you don't have to be, certain things are just really from the heart and emotional and logical and just speaking on what's right and wrong. And it may have been right on their end, but I as a fan feel like it just doesn't make any sense. And I wanted to talk about it, and so I challenged myself and I got some pretty good feedback. So that's something that I think I'm going to probably work on for the new year. Is just kind of opening myself up to things that I don't normally do here. Um, and that's how you learn, right? Like, you can't continue to stay inside of a box and just be where you are comfortable in, because that type of comfort does not bring in growth. And so I want to grow. I am at, I think, like 66,000 something subscribers. Um, and next year I want to hit 100K. That was my goal for this year. It didn't happen. That's okay. But next year I want to hit my goal. And so I want to continue to be more open with different things that happen. If I'm a fan of movies and Marvel and DC, I want to talk about things that surround that, anything that has to do with gaming. Be more open to gaming with, for gaming things that I like, playing games that I don't normally play. there are limits to what I will and will not play. Like, you won't catch me playing anything that has to do with anything. Like, I don't like things with like upside down crosses and demonic. I don't like stuff like that. Some games may have a few things here and there. I get it. But by choice, I won't do it. Like movies, I'm not gonna go watch The Nun. I'm not watching The Exorcist again. I'm not watching, anything like that. That's really weird. Like I just don't want to watch. I feel like as I've gotten older and deeper into my spiritual self, it just doesn't sit right with me. But anyway, there's just certain things that, but there are scary games that I'm like, you know what, I don't want to play that, but I'll give it a shot because I know it's what people want to see. And a lot of people want to see my reactions while I'm playing. Hence why I started playing God of War. I didn't know that I was going to be this attached to God of War. I would have never played God of War had it been up to me and I didn't know anything about it. I'd have been like, that's not for me. I don't want that. I'd rather play something cute. Like, no, I want to challenge myself. I want to, play different things. So anyway, I said all that to say that that was the challenge that I overcame. And I wouldn't say overcame because it's always going to be something that you want to overcome. It's a challenge that you always want to face. You always want to step outside the box. That's how you grow. That's how you learn. You get feedback, whether it's positive or negative. And you just flow with it and you just continue to grow. So there you guys have it. Part 3 of my reflections for 2022. Once again, feel free to jot these down, write them down, answer them for yourselves, and apply them as you wish. But leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys are up to as far as, reflecting, and if you guys feel like there's any changes that you would want to make, if you want to share it. If not, that's cool. Leave your comments down below if you haven't done so. Subscribe to my channel, hit like, share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!